Hello, I'm Janice Skot, and so proud to be the President and CEO of the Royal Victoria Regional Health Centre. Welcome to Vital Signs, our virtual annual report where we not only celebrate Team RVH's outstanding response to the pandemic, but also highlight the many other achievements of the past year. And what a year it's been. In all my years in healthcare, both as a frontline nurse and then in leadership roles, I have never experienced a time like this. When the pandemic was declared in March 2020, we never imagined its severity, its length, or its impacts. And yet, as I reflect on this past year, I'm struck by the incredible courage, compassion, and commitment of Team RVH. I'm impressed and I'm humbled by what I've witnessed and so proud of the cohesion and camaraderie shown by this team of dedicated healthcare professionals. This has been a grueling, scary year during which we have all faced many challenges. Yet Team RVH's courage never wavered, nor did its commitment to serving the people of this region. Safety is always RVH's priority, and during the pandemic, we introduced countless new processes, protocols, and practices to ensure the safety of our team, our patients, and our community. To respond to the pandemic, RVH hired more than 300 healthcare professionals, including nurses, screeners, immunizers, cleaners, and infection control specialists. RVH led the region's infection prevention and control hub, and our rapid response team supported almost 30 long-term care and retirement homes as they faced devastating impacts from the virus. We were also pleased to support our partners at the County of Simcoe by taking on temporary management of Beaton's Simcoe Manor long-term care home, where we had a team on the ground for almost 3 months. RVH also supported our partner hospitals in the GTA, accepting more than 200 patient transfers from the Toronto area as we did our part to ensure the healthcare system continued to function safely during the third wave. We redeployed staff and enacted our critical care surge plan to ensure RVH had enough beds and healthcare workers to care for the additional patients. We created a third COVID unit, 19 more critical care beds, and opened a regional pandemic response unit. In its first 6 months, this 70-bed field hospital cared for almost 600 patients. RVH also operated a very busy COVID-19 test clinic, completing more than 115,000 tests in the past year. And late in 2020, we opened the region's first immunization clinic. There are now 13 vaccine sites in Simcoe, Muskoka, but in 6 months, RVH's clinic administered more than 87,000 shots of hope to people from across the region. As the pandemic drags on, we continue to miss members of our beloved Blue Brigade volunteers who haven't been in our health center for more than a year. They're still an integral part of Team RVH, though, and encouraging us from the safety of their homes while continuing their fundraising efforts outside our building. We sure miss our volunteers and look forward to the day when they can safely return. We enhanced regional cancer services this year and now provide chemotherapy for patients with acute myeloid leukemia, as well as new radiation therapy techniques. Prior to this, these patients had to travel to Toronto to receive these therapies. During the pandemic, RVH also expanded advanced cardiac care by partnering with paramedic services in Simcoe and Muskoka to implement a new heart attack protocol to transfer patients directly to RVH for their life-saving cardiac care. We also became the first hospital in North Simcoe, Muskoka to provide same-day hip, knee, and shoulder procedures for some patients. RVH is also partnering with 3 other hospitals for a project we call Care For. This is a care transformation project, and it will enable a shared patient health record across all 4 organizations, improving safety and the patient experience. We also successfully launched a new website to improve the patient and visitor experience, as well as a wayfinding app to make it easier to navigate this large health center. And while we continue to respond to the pandemic, we keep our eyes on an exciting future. A future that includes a significant redevelopment of the current Georgian Drive North campus, as well as planning for a new South campus to serve South Simcoe County. In closing, I want to thank our region for its outstanding support of Team RVH during the pandemic. Whether it was a parade of cars honking best wishes, cheerful signs on the lawn, messages of hope from school children, or contributions of PPE or food, our staff and physicians felt the people of this region were on the front lines right along with them. Just as you can be confident that RVH is here for you, we know that you have our backs too. So stay safe, stay strong. I know that there are brighter days ahead.